South Africa is confronted by the immediate and damaging punitive tariffs announced by the United States.
Coming to terms with the new reality of the Trump administration, with tariffs set to kick in. Relations between South Africa and the United States of America has been making news for months now. Now South Africa has to adapt to the new economic turbulence brought by the US. The 30% tariff increase on South African exports to the US is set to kickstart on Thursday. The country's number one has described this action as a calamity. Dealing with the new reality, the president says the South African government will not just fold its arms.
At the same time, we must invest in the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area and diversifying our export markets. DTIC is already working on a number of interventions to try to support and assist various exporters of products that come from our country to various other markets.
President Ramaphosa says South Africa will continue with its efforts towards a more balanced, mutual beneficial trade relations.
We will continue our engagements with the United States with a view of normalizing trade relations and generally strengthen bilateral relations. As we speak, the Department of Trade and Industry and Competition, working together with the Presidency, is involved in discussions with the United States with a view of resolving this tariff imposition on us.
But does the government of South Africa have what it takes to weather the tariff storms in saving jobs, business, and reducing cost of living?
I think the big tension point that always exists in the question of how we want our trade policy to be is a simple question of, well, do you want to protect jobs, or do you want your South African citizens to be able to afford goods and services from wherever they come? And obviously, if you get that wrong, if you simply then enable other countries to be able to flood your market, your South African citizens will be able to get those goods and services much cheaper, but it comes at the cost, the displacement of South African local jobs.
As the tariffs comes to effect, it is predicted that this new change will cost South Africa about several thousands of jobs, something the country can ill afford given the high unemployment rate. SABC News, Johannesburg.